is Francesca Evans from LymeOnline with all of this week's top stories from the local area. Lyme Regis is preparing itself for an expected influx of visitors this weekend as many lockdown restrictions are lifted. Overnight stays will be permitted from Saturday, and many holiday lets, guest houses, B&Bs and two of Lyme's hotels, the Alexander and the Royal Lion, will be opening their doors to visitors. Many restaurants and pubs are also making final preparations before reopening tomorrow, including the town's larger venues such as the Pilot Boat and Swim. Final preparations are also being made to the new Rock Point Inn, which has undergone a complete refurbishment having been bought by St Austell Brewery. Special measures will be in place in pubs and restaurants. Some will be open for food only and will be offering table service rather than asking customers to queue at the bar. Tables will be limited, so booking is recommended in most venues. Palmer's Brewery, which owns 4 pubs in Lyme Regis, will allow customers to check into its venues online either by scanning a QR code on the door or entering details on its website to help the NHS test and trace system. Lyme Regis Town Council has also been preparing to reopen more of its facilities and amenities this weekend. This will include the mini golf and table tennis in Lister Gardens, play areas in Anning Road and Henry's Way, and beach concessions such as the kayak hire. The Monmouth Beach Chalet and Caravan Park has also been given the green light to reopen. Chalet and caravan owners will be offered a 20% discount on this year's rent after the council received more than 50 complaints having previously charged the full amount despite the site being closed since April. Dorset Council has closed the Cart Road to traffic to allow more space for those visiting the seafront to practice safe social distancing. This means that blue badge holders can no longer park on the seafront, but 4 additional disabled parking bays have been created in Cobgate Car Park. Lifeguards will also start patrolling Lyme's main beaches this weekend. Having delayed some lifeguard services earlier in the year due to coronavirus restrictions, the RLNI is now expecting to be running patrols on more than 70% of beaches across the southwest. In Lyme Regis, lifeguards will be on the beaches until the end of the summer holidays in September, but patrols will look a little different to usual, with guards wearing PPE and helping the public to treat themselves in minor first aid incidents. As more people head to the beach, Coast Guards are calling for water sport enthusiasts to clearly label their kit, including kayaks, canoes and paddleboards. Unlabelled kit can raise alarm bells and use up emergency services' time and resources when found drifting out to sea or abandoned. Beachgoers have also been reminded about the dangers of using inflatables designed for swimming pools in the sea, especially in windy conditions. The warning comes after Lyme Regis lifeboat crew were called to a teenager drifting eastwards in an inflatable dinghy in blustery winds last week. The Friends of Lyme Regis Museum will donate £16,000 to the attraction over the next 2 years to support its education programme for children. The supporters group also plans to help with the conservation of a 17th century bell which hangs in the museum and the repair and conservation of a long case clock which dates from the 18th century, totalling about £3,500. Museum Director David Tucker described the support as a great reassurance in a challenging time for the museum, which has announced it will not be reopening until September. Lyme Regis youth music charity Be Sharp will be hosting an online version of its annual Busking festival this weekend. The festival was set to go ahead with buskers performing in various locations around the town, but the event has now been moved online in light of the coronavirus pandemic. A special programme of unique musical performances and workshops featuring Be Sharp students, music leaders and local bands will be screened on Saturday. You can view the full programme and tune in via the Be Sharp Facebook page. And now for sport. There is still no word on when recreational cricket will be able to start, but Lyme and Lyme Regis Cricket Club, who play in the Devon League, are making sure they are ready for the 2020 season whenever the green light is given. Last Saturday morning, a number of players turned up at the King George V playing field to build a second set of nets so that the players can get in trim for the start of the season. Also on Saturday morning, a new seat at the field was officially unveiled in memory of Paul Messer, a former club chairman. The seat was donated by June, Paul's partner of 41 years. Paul, who died in 2018, aged 72, was a cricketing fanatic and with June enjoyed 10 tours following the England Test team around the world. June has continued her interest in cricket, having been on 2 more tours since his death and regularly supporting Lyme. Paul was also the founding member of the Lyme and Lyme Regis Sports Trust, which helps young enthusiasts to achieve their sporting potential. And finally, organisers of Lyme Regis Fossil Festival are looking for a name for their new mascot, a 4-metre-long Tyrannosaurus Rex. The festival was set to be held in May, but has now been postponed until October in light of the coronavirus pandemic. Organisers are running a children's competition to name the T-Rex, and the winner will receive dinosaur-themed Lego worth more than £100. Full details on how to enter are available on the LymeOnline website. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can catch up with all the latest news throughout the week on our website. In the meantime, have a great day.